This is the Milo Sweet Podcast, where you'll learn to get unstuck. Start now. Conquer life's challenges by learning to do difficult. Find quick and clever ways to overcome. Wait, did you think life was going to be easy? Remember, all of your excuses are now dead to me. Let's get started. Guess what time it is? It's time for you to hit the subscribe button and find just 1% that you think will benefit from this. But if you're feeling a little generous, right? Or you're super free with your time right now, probably doing nothing because you're listening to this. Well, maybe if you're doing something, actually just make yourself free right now. Hit subscribe. What are you waiting for? Hit it. Come on. Hit subscribe.
You know what I'm saying?
That's so true. So what would you say, there's two questions before we end our show I want to ask is, for someone who has abandoned their child, like there's a dad out here listening, what would you tell them to do? Or what's one thing they would need to do, you think? And then the second question would be, for the parents that are present in their kids' life, they're at home with them right now, they're stuck at home and they're complaining about it. How could they change their minds about the time they're spending, the fathers, the time they're spending with their kids?
It's just something, it's one of those things that you just have to, you'll enjoy it when you think about it later. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that you gon' complain about, but when you look back, you'll be like, I wish I had that time back, or, I'm glad I was there to see that. And it's just one of those things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's gonna get old, you get used to seeing your kids every day. You get used to seeing this and that until something, sometimes, God forbid something bad happens, then yeah, it's more impactful. But you'll have your moments where you just reminisce, I guess. Just think about it. Think about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just take a second and think about what you've accomplished, you in the household. It's accomplishment, because that's not guaranteed for everybody. Everybody don't, have a fairy tale, most, it's not like that for everybody. So, for the, I can't really speak to that beyond that, because I'm not even a father myself, but I do reminisce about moments where I'd be like, where I complain about something, but then I'd be like, well, you know what, I'm glad I can, complain about something like that, because it's not a bad thing. It's just annoying, like walking the dog, I get annoyed with it, but it's like, it makes him happy. He has his little fun or whatever, and I'm doing something for him, and I play with him, so it makes me happy. So I guess it's a give and take thing. And that was something else you asked me to.
You forgot. Oh, okay, I'll say it again. So basically, if there's a father out there listening, who hasn't really been there for their child, what would you say to them? And they still have an opportunity. They got to decide for themselves. They got to be mature enough to make that decision, because if you, it's more about what you're doing to the generation going forward. Every time you leave a fatherless child, whatever the race is, you're kind of setting us back, you set humanity back. Because, and one thing I find very interesting is what brains out there that were not nurtured, right? That could have been some people in this world that have lived or are living right now, and they could be homeless or just in an unfortunate situation, in another country, where they don't really have the resources they need to
really get away from it and educate themselves. But what brilliant minds are out there that just haven't been nurtured, that could have advanced technology 50 years by now. It's some really smart people out there. I think,
right.
Cultivating those people, and I'm going on a rant, so I'm about to reel it in. Cultivating those people, would only help, propel the world forward, I believe. But to a father that's been absent, like I said, you have to be mature enough to, understand the responsibility and take it on. And if you don't do it at a young age, it's going to be extremely difficult at an older age. Trust me, I know, because you come talk to a 20-some-year-old male or female after being absent. What can you really tell them? They're coming into an adult mind. They've been doing stuff a certain way, and they might be rebellious at this point, and or they could be in a good situation. So what could you tell them? Why would they listen to you? What incentive is there for them to listen to you? After all these years. So if you don't get in their lives early and you wait, because of whatever reason, finances, whatever, baby mama gets on your nerves, whatever it is, it's only gonna hurt you and the kid in the end, because the kid's gonna have a lot of hostility towards you, and it's just gonna be rage, a manifestation of rage towards you, and you deserve it. You really do. And if you want to wait, then you deserve that, and you're gonna have to wait it out. Eventually, they might come around, or they might not.
Wow, that's I honestly felt all of that. I wasn't expecting that answer. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm very happy that you were able to answer that. And I hope that if anyone's out there taking advantage of the time that you have with your child right now, even though they're in the home and they might be driving you up a wall, it is a time to be cherished, and that child needs you more than ever. Right now, you're providing a very stable household in the middle of all this chaos,
right.
And that's not to be taken lightly. And for those little kids out there that are waiting for their dad to come back, to just own that they made a mistake, or that they need their dad, that to own that child needs them, and to clean it up. I hope that you're able to hear that if you really want access to their future, you need to start being present now. Thank you so much, Julian, for being on. And I have a feeling this is probably not going to be the last time. Would love to dive deeper into this. We literally just touched the surface.
Okay,
all right, thank you so much.
Yeah, as long as the check's in the mail, I'll be back.
Okay, we're gonna end it, but I'm gonna cut this part out. You did good. You took a couple minutes to warm up, but once you got warmed up, you did really good. I actually almost cried on one part of that. Just, you can tell when people are genuine, and I feel like that came through. Also, I don't want you to think your tangents are bad.
Well, it was going
show stream of consciousness.
Far. I was going toward, what little Einsteins are out there that have died, or what little geniuses are out there that they're not being nourished, because if we can find those. Yeah, I know, but
I didn't think that was bad.
That's another topic of its own.
Oh, I'm okay with that. You want to know why? Because if you're thinking it, there's probably thousands or millions of other people that are thinking that. And when we actually say that, then people resonate with that. Also, I think streams of consciousness of just going out on tangents it's actually a great skill. A lot of people have a hard time coming up with those. That's actually a skill that's used to solve problems. And that mindset is used for it. So I think demonstrating that isn't a bad thing. It doesn't bother me. But I'm going to go because I have another show to record. But I thought it was really good. I'm probably going to edit it. If not tomorrow, then next Thursday. And then I'll let you know. But I think we should do a part 2. I don't know what topic. But I like the idea of I don't know, something around this. Like maybe ironing out 3 things that are definite issues if you grew up without your father. Like just 3 hurdles you have to overcome, or just because I think to make it more tangible for people. Sometimes you can hear something and then not realize it's connected to you.
No problem.
So, all right. Thank you so much.
All right, bro.
All right. That's another episode in the books. Hello? Hello? I said it's over. Why are you still listening? Like, seriously, the episode is over. If you're still listening right now, you know what? You're probably a chronic procrastinator. Guess what? I'm still listening to. Come on, for real, seriously. We gotta go do something productive. No, like, for real. No, for real, for real. Okay, you can keep listening.